Hey, what is up guys, and welcome to Halo 5. Today we're going to be checking out a Forge map I made called Overflow. And if you're wondering why this all of a sudden, why Halo 5? It's because a few of the game's features recently became available for the PC. So now you can mess around with Forge, try all that stuff out, and also play custom games as well. Although, sadly, they don't have any dedicated servers up yet. But other than that, for me it's been really fun considering it's been quite a while since I have gotten to play a Halo game. I think I last left off with Halo 4, and then this is my first time playing Halo 5. But for those who don't know, I pretty much grew up with the Halo series. Halo Combat Evolved was the first game I ever got to play, and that was back when I was 5 years old. So maybe a bit too young, but let's not tell anyone. And then, I guess if you know me for my Fallout builds or even Minecraft builds, maybe you don't know that this is where I actually started off with. It was Halo 3 Forge that really got me into that sort of stuff. But yeah, like I said, today we're going to be checking out Overflow. This is a map that was inspired by River from Gears of War. Although in this case, I've sort of condensed it down quite a bit so it plays a lot better with, say, either just 1v1 or 2v2, and I'd say a free-for-all, anywhere from 1 to 4 players would work pretty good. I did do a bit of messing around with me and a couple buddies, and the matches, they were pretty fun. It was very fast-paced, and there wasn't really any sort of the map that seemed too overpowered. By the way, this is actually the second map, or version of the map I've made, and let me explain that really quick. Because, like I said, it's been a while since I played a Halo game, and it's been a while since I've done forging. So I didn't really know most of the new mechanics, and the old version of this house had some pallets that I tried to place down right here. What I didn't know is that if you grouped those together with these more solid objects, they would both take the same physics. So long story short, the map pretty much just crumbled. It was like there was some kind of earthquake that hit, and unfortunately it didn't happen instantly, so I chose to save after it happened, and after that there was just no going back. So that's why this is the second version, but I think it was kind of like a blessing in disguise, because version 2 has turned out quite a bit better. And I was saying there's not really any part of the map that's overpowered. That's on this version. On the old one, this house here was just a monstrosity, because if we come up here really quick, you'll see we have the sniper. And prior to this, there wasn't really any cover blocking the spawns. So say the guy would spawn right there, because that's where one of them is, behind the van. You could just pretty much snipe him instantly. So now, items like that provide a decent amount of cover. And before, there was only this one door here, and this house was actually 3 squares wide instead of just the 2 it is now. So this was not here in version 1. But now, if you want to, there's, I think, 3 ways to get inside this house. So there's door number 1. You can also just hop up here and then get a pretty nice view at whoever's standing up top on the 2nd floor. And then last but not least, and this one is a little bit trickier. We'll see if we can do it right here. But you should be able to, yeah, just jump right there. And that one, that'll give them a nice surprise, especially if they're looking in this direction. But if you're doing a team Slayer match, red team's gonna spawn here, and then blue team will be on the other side. For free-for-all, all the spawns are kind of scattered. And I think it's set up for capture the flag too. I haven't tested that game mode yet, but it should work out pretty good. This, by the way, is the lower section, and if you're wondering why it's called Overflow, this here is the reason. There's also these ODST drop pods scattered throughout the map, and I've tried to give them each their own little unique effect. So you can see that one's sparking, and then this over here has got some nice smoke. But as we saw, the rocket launcher is right in the middle on the bridge. Sniper rifle is up in the house. And by the way, this map is completely symmetrical, or asymmetrical I should say. But there's going to be a sniper on both sides. And then if you come inside this little house, this is where the shotgun will be. And on version 1, there was also a DMR right here, but I found that no one was really picking that up and using it, considering there was also the battle rifle. And this is the classic one from Halo 2. So this is going to spawn here, pretty close to the initial spawns. So you'll find a lot of people will tend to pick this up instantly, and then just kind of rock that throughout the match. There's also a few grenades, and these are on both sides as well. A SMG here, and if you find someone sniping in the house and you can't really clear them out, this is usually a good weapon to pick up if you don't have the shotgun to just come in and show them who's boss. There's also this area, because in version 1, this house was completely open. There were these stairs in the back, a couple pillars here, but other than that, there weren't any sort of rooms, and that was the same case for this little house as well. And also, previously, you could kind of jump up on the roofs, but this time around I threw in some invisible barriers, so that has helped out as well. Really quick, if we head down here, and also you'll see pretty much anywhere in the map is scalable, so you can do all that good stuff. But if we come down here, this is where the Spartan laser is. And before, I found this was a pretty much useless gun on this map, and that's because prior to this, we didn't have the active camo. But now if you pick this one up, it should make the Spartan laser a little more effective, considering no one's really going to see you while you're charging it up. Because it's such a small map, and I find with all the cover thrown in, it's usually quite a challenge to get a nice laser on someone. But like I said, I think the active camo should help that out just a bit. And it also makes this area down below a more active area, because before, you'd pretty much come down these stairs and try to get out of the water as fast as possible. Because you also run the risk of having someone hear you while you're down here. And I think I've said already, this is the first map I've made on Halo 5. So I tried to focus more on the competitive aspect of it, rather than just visuals alone. But as of now, I've already begun working on 2 other maps. One of them is, I'd say, about 90% finished, and I at least want to do a little bit of playtesting before I show that one off to you guys. That being said, it's kind of the reason why this map is pretty bare bones, at least in my opinion, in terms of the visuals. I think later on I'd love to come back and add some stuff outside the walls, so it looks like there's some kind of city out there, and that would just really give the player some kind of feeling that the map is a lot bigger than it seems, even though it's really not. And by the way, this map and also the second one I started working on are both maps that I tried making in Reach. And funny enough, they're also both maps that were inspired by Gears of War ones. Like I said, this one is River, and then the second one I started is based off the map Checkout from Gears 3. And strangely enough, I just find that Gears of War maps, if made correctly, tend to work out quite well in a Halo game. It was a little challenging this time around, considering I had to work with all the new jump mechanics and the new thruster packs players have, but I think in the end it did turn out quite well. But anyways guys, like I'd mentioned previously, I've only played this map with a few other friends, so if you want to download it and help me playtest it, I would love that. And if you find any problems with it or have any ideas that could make it better, just feel free to come back here and leave a comment. And by the way, if you want to download it, I'm not sure if I can have some kind of link. Pretty sure you can download them on Halo Waypoint or just in-game. Once again, the map is called Overflow, and my in-game name should just be Bam Mitchells, B-A-M-M-I-T-C-H-E-L-S. But yeah guys, I think that should do it for today, so hopefully you did enjoy the video. Like I said, I'm working on some other maps at the moment that I think you'll like a lot more than this one, just because they are quite a bit more visually pleasing. So if you feel like it, stay tuned for those. Other than that, thanks again for watching guys, and as always, I will see you in the next one.